well, Morphwing's been doing just that. Continuing to farm with, well, nobody bothering him. At least in this instance, he's not even geotagged, and Sirius, they're still looking to kind of, I would say, find a plan as, oh, there we go, Culling Blade to kill that Observer Ward. Find a plan with their push potential. We haven't really seen them commit heavily to the push. They've done it like maybe once over top. They did a bunch of damage onto the tier 2 as we could see it down to 300 health, but since then they haven't exactly moved to go forward, you know, for anything more. And Doodle moving forward, good Will-O-Wisp, but is it going to cause them to get anything? And gets cleaned up pretty quickly because the Morphling's here. GGG gets one on the man, the Decay hits on the Doodle, and that is what he's doing. He's turning into his own Undying, has the ability to throw down a Tombstone, and is stealing strength. Huh. Wow. So gets another kill, 3-0-3. Still maintaining the lead, and, well, Doodle doesn't die there, but it pressures them back, and they don't get to push any of these lanes, really. Doodle was going for a BKB, switches over to the Sanj and Yasha. Shrek, meanwhile, he's going into a BKB. 3,000 gold saved up, and then, of course, we saw the Lincolns here for the Morphling picks up the ulti orb. Zeus going Ags, JT going kills, as he has just blinked on top of this Kato multiple times. Good flame break, bringing him back into lasso range. They'll drop the Serpent Wards down. They've got the Hex. They should be able to get a kill here despite the Soul Rip, and will. But here comes GGG. Wait for him forward, and HYM on the run. He ends up surviving for now, but with the urn on him and Ollie right there, the Decay will finish him off and get the kill. Now in front of the eyes of Doodle is GGG. He has turned into a bristleback of his own. Throwing quills out and throwing viscous nasal goo made of, I would assume, water, but well, GGG goes in too far and finds himself dying to D-Stones. This is going to be a third. They've got the Undying dead to rights. And all of a sudden, oh, Kaka. All of a sudden, Sirius take a chunk back. Okay. I don't know if I was expecting that result. Overconfidence hurting GGG. That's a net worth down to about 4,000. Experience, though, very much still in the favor of IG. And 82% chance from Dota buff. So IG maybe still feel a bit comfortable. That move from GGG questionable. But it's a move pre-Lincoln's that I think goes a different way if he's got it. So, you know, not too far off the 850 gold needed to finish that Lincoln Sphere and find more confidence when fighting into the hands of Sirius. But all that time given by him now backing off for that Lincoln's, the gold given their way, it could turn into something, as HYM did again. He's now 2-8-4, just kind of sacrificing his life for the space of his cores. You've got Doodle, who's gone into this Sanj and Yasha going BKB, Blink, Basher, Guevara going into a BKB. He's picked up a 4-staff as well, and then a BKB for Leshrex. So if they get these BKBs out on the cores of Sirius, maybe this starts to turn a bit. But Zeus, he's got his Ags, he's got Nimbus ready. As we saw, it was thrown there bottom. He's going into a Kaya. He's got Aether Lens. Like, everything right now for him is quite set. And JT, who's having a monster 8-1-5 tiny game at the moment, he's got Shadowblade Blink and about to finish off that Echo Saber. So he is happy and ready. You know, happy and ready to continue to just steamroll.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Thunder God's Wrath comes out again, and that is off the smoke attempt of Sirius. Arrow comes out, but they've got the lasso with the Force Staff. Nimbus is actually going to miss, so they'll follow it up with a stun and get the kill into the Mirana. Kaka dying, and they pick up a bounty rune, but 2 bounty runes there, and I believe 3 for IG overall. So they get that kill, and well, they still continue to see themselves at a growing deficit because the bounty runes are controlled by IG and the map is controlled by them. Something I continue to reiterate here is just the fact that they have not scratched the surface of this morph. Yes, they killed him when he was getting overly aggressive, but look at the time and the space he's getting regardless. Continuing to just farm and farm and farm and have a 2,000 net worth lead continuously over the carry of Doodle. Will-O-Wisp comes in, Hex, good shackles. That'll hold this Tiny close, and despite the Nimbus, it won't matter. They'll get the kill into the Tiny, and that is a big one there for D-Stones. They drop Serpent Wards down for it as well as the Will-O-Wisp, so that will be on a relatively long cooldown, but we'll be back up at about the same time. Just a second apart. We'll see if they do anything once it's back up again, but the Yule's into the arrow. Quick kill there on Guevara. IG showing their power as well. And that doesn't require them to use any ults.
I could have hit Roshan with my eyes closed.
So, Roche being taken by GGG. Illuminate will come in and spot this. They've got Doodle nearby. They might even want to go for this, but they don't have a Will-O-Wisp to go in on, so it's a hard sell on whether or not they want to go in. Roche getting low. Nimbus dropped down. No entry, and GGG just grabs the Aegis. They take the first Roche. Not much you could do there without the ulti of Shaman or the Coddle, so. Throw that Thunder God's Wrath again to get the vision on Sirius. No smoke coming out on that. Sometimes you'll see a Zeus just throw it so they have an idea of the positioning before they smoke and go. He's got the Lincolns, he's got Aegis. Killing Morphling once is a task. Killing Morphling twice is also a task. And it's going to be hard here for Sirius, so I think you have to open up the map different ways and look to push. Try to find the, ways to draw them thin. Throw Serpent Wards over, TP back to the shrine, try and fight, get somebody to rotate over, but instead they're a lot more content with just allowing IG to take over the map and push in these lanes.
Radiant are scanning.
So we'll go for the top tier 2 again, and now we see at bottom where maybe they rotate and throw Serpent Wards out, but Nimbus to counteract that. That's what's great about being Zeus with his Ags. Just throw that Nimbus, clean up a push.
Allies disappear.
And, you know, just continue to extend your lead, and they use that Moonlight Shadow. They look at where the side of Sirius is, realizing they're corralled inside the base. They'll go over towards the shrine, get some aggressive positioning, led by GGG. Again, who's very hard to kill once, maybe twice. And we see the power of this Morphling as he easily cleans up HYM.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. The prize is mine.
Hex out.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Doodle needs to be careful. If they're gonna try for GGG, like, they need to do it when he loses his Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Again, I'm not certain you want to fight into it. They're gonna pressure on, and he'll turn into the tiny.
Radiant structures are fortified. Darker structures
Toss
are
back
fortified.
Doodle and continue to try and take this tower. They force out the glyph. They drop down the tombstone. GGG now hexed. He'll lose the Lincolns, but Force Staff back and no problem. Willis comes in. D-Stone's trying to make something happen, and they're committing a lot to this on Sirius with no results. Meanwhile, Avalanche thrown at Doodle. He'll eat a lot of that damage and not really care. Finally, the Willis hits. Arrow coming through, not going to land. They've got the Hex. They'll pop the BKB with the Shackle. And there is the first life. So opportunity here as they do have the lasso available. But they pop the Lincolns. Guevara, I don't know what you're thinking there.
Dire's middle tower.
Ether Shock thrown as well as the Nimbus. That'll get HYM. And now start to open up this tower in the base of Sirius.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
We'll go for this Rax, and Sirius, like I said, have no answers. Arrow not gonna land. He'll turn into the Shadow Shaman through the Ether Shock. They've been here long enough. They have another Tombstone. The one shackling Doodle is GGG on the Morphling. Now the Yules comes in. They've got the Spirit Vessel. They won't throw an arrow, but the Nimbus drop down. D-Stone's low on health with the BKB popped. Able to walk away, but just barely. Doodle, meanwhile, 26 stolen strength. 36. God, just getting your strength sapped from both the Undying and the Morphling. Shackle, BKB, GGG, okay with the Avalanche toss coming out from JT in a really good spot. Take out HYM as well as, man, they've got the stun out onto GGG, who pops the BKB, able to survive, waveform over, and he is fine. They should be able to clean up Sirius. They'll get themselves a third. The buyback comes out from Man, but it's not going to matter. Guevara trying to run. Spirit Vessel on him, and there is the Avalanche from JT to clean him up. Triple kill there for the Tiny. And they lose nobody again. And GG is called by HYM.
Radiant victory.
So overall, just a very easy game there for IG. Early ganks gone wrong for Sirius. Never really got their feet moving on the beginning of that game. And IG, 11-2-5 there for JT. 6-1-11 for Emo. GG, 5-1-7. Your cores die a total of 4 times total. A total of 4 times total. Yes, that makes sense, Ben. And yeah, I mean, from start to finish, all in the favor of IG, and Sirius just, again, never getting the ball rolling. So we'll see what they can do with Game 2. I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter. Follow me to know when I'm casting. Follow me to pad those follower numbers anyway. Maybe I could get that verified sticker. Probably not, though. So we'll be back in just a moment. I'll be in chat. Love you guys a lot. And we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you so much.